I'm Taylor Bishotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Cardinals say they won't reveal who their Week 1 starting quarterback is yet for a, quote, competitive advantage. But we do know it won't be Kyler Murray or Colt McCoy. Arizona revealed Monday they'll keep Murray on the physically unable to perform list as he recovers from knee surgery. This means he'll miss at least the first 4 games. And in a bit of a surprise move, the Cardinals released McCoy, who's been working with the first team for most of the offseason. Rookie Clayton Tune and the recently acquired Joshua Dobbs will now compete for the starting gig. The Texans have revealed their Week 1 starter, and it'll be C.J. Stroud. The second overall pick in the draft threw his first touchdown of the preseason and Sunday night's win over the Saints. And there's a new kicker in Cleveland. The Browns acquired Dustin Hopkins from the Chargers for a future 7th-round pick. Cleveland then released Cade York, who had struggled this preseason. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights, here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods, here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all, here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Staples has big savings on everything you need for back to school or stocking up the office. Save on all your school essentials from notebooks to markers. Save on everything you need for travel, like luggage, portable tech, and travel-size personal items. Plus, save on signs, banners, and posters from Staples print and marketing services. And now at Staples, you can save even more with $10 off document printing when you spend $40 or more. Get everything for the office and the classroom for less at Staples. Ends 9/30. Exclusions and restrictions apply. See associate or visit staples.com/print for details.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. I did mention it is a Tuesday. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Well, the coffee finally is good.
Well, what was wrong with it before that?
Well, you know, I took a week off, right?
Yeah.
Tracy cleaned out the coffee pot.
Did the bottom fall out?
Well, I don't know. Not really, but... don't touch my coffee pot, okay?
It's a fragile thing.
Okay, well, it's one of those things, you know, it's like a cast iron skillet. You really don't want to clean it.
Oh, I always like that idea. You know, remember, don't clean that cast iron skillet.
Well, don't put it in the dishwasher or anything.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to let it season.
So we as kids just said, hey, well, this is cast iron. We don't have to wash it ever.
Yes. Yeah.
Forever.
Okay. Well, the new study out shows that fewer than 5,000 steps a day are enough to boost your health. Yeah. You keep hearing different things. You know, you got to take 10,000 steps a day. Oh, no, fewer than 5,000 are enough to boost your health. Actually, a couple of hundred would do if you were running away from maybe a hungry lion or a bear or something, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And it's like coffee good, coffee bad. Eggs good, eggs bad. You just never know, do you?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Eggs are good.
Yeah. Okay, we recently celebrated Macaulay Culkin's birthday. He turned 43.
Oh, Macaulay.
Yeah, I understand his family had planned a big party for him, but completely forgot to bring him along. Okay. So whatever happened to Macaulay Culkin?
Well, you know, I'm sure his residuals are quite good. You know, he did enough things. But, you know, he got stereotyped.
I think so, yeah. So the Harry Potter actor, has managed to bust through that.
Yeah.
And has been working Daniel Radcliffe?
Radcliffe, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays today?
I'm ready.
Actor Elliot Gould is 85. Actor Deborah Van Valkenburg is 71. Dan Truman plays keyboards for Diamond Rio, 67. Actor Rebecca De Mornay is 64. Actor Carla Gugino is 52. Actor John Hensley, 46. Actor Kate Simsis, 44. Actor Jennifer Landon, 40. Actor Jeffrey Lisson is 38. Actor Leah Michelle, 37. Actor Charlotte Ritchie, 34. Okay? And local birthdays coming up. Get ready.
Friday night is football night. Join Mickey Dale and George Grahava for all the Imperial Tiger football games. Streaming live on KXORadio.com. Imperial Tiger football is brought to you by
Imperial Tiger Football Association, El Sarape Mexican Food Restaurant in Imperial Valley College, the #1 community college in the nation, and Johnny's Burrito in El Centro, Brawley and Imperial.
And the Cibola Raiders invade Imperial this Friday night. Mickey Dale, George Grahava on the KXO website, KXORadio.com. Let's say happy birthday to Sharon Lugo and Leslie Lugo, twins, Carlos Gerardo, Joshua Romo, David Palacios, Jose Alfredo Ramirez, Tina Cruz, Rosa Maria Hernandez, Dolores Hernandez, Jerry Martinez, Rogelio Vasquez, Melvin Rader, Jacob Cazares, Lynn Hernandez, Stephanie Andrews, Alex Macias, Carolina Mendez, Rosa Vasquez, Jose Hirales, Miguel Estrada, Santos Perez, Virginia Gomez, Sandra Aguilera, V. Lopez, Jonah Aguilar, Ruth Ontiveros, Mia Ornelas, and the lovely and talented Murray Anderson. Happy birthday from KXO.
Haven't seen Murray in a while.
I have seen Murray. I haven't had a chance to talk to him.
Really? I mean, you can't miss him.
Not hardly.
I know that.
Yes.
I look up to him most every time I see him.
Ah, yes. Ah, well. Anyway, hey, Starbucks has donated used coffee grounds and old pastries to researchers. The researchers going to see if the materials can be used for a biofuel. Now, of course, since it comes from Starbucks, gas made from the biofuel will cost $275 a gallon. You want a venti, a latte, oat milk? Give me coffee, black coffee, okay?
I just think they should offer the grinds to their clients, and they use it to floss their teeth. You know, it kind of acts like an agitation. And
I think you may be right, yes.
And I think that it'll be inexpensive to produce, and boy, will it clean your teeth.
Well, we'll float that by the Starbucks execs next time they call me for an idea.
Oh, that'll be good.
Okay.
Capitalize on it. Capitalize.
Yes. The coffee grounds, excellent in the garden. Nice compost.
Yes. Although I don't like it with the dirt.
Yeah, okay.
I never, that taste with that earthy taste.
Yes. Yes, kind of like from Sumatra. Yeah, okay. We've got news if you're ready.
We certainly do.
Let's jump in with a look at World and California news headlines, brought to you this morning by your friends in the air conditioning business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. They're your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is putting out the word after Idalia powered up to hurricane status as it heads for the state's west coast, an area still recovering from Hurricane Ian last year.
Where it's going now, you are going to see a lot of debris. There's a lot of trees along that track, and it is going to knock down trees. It's going to knock down power lines.
Idalia is expected to make landfall tomorrow morning. Hurricane Franklin is churning in the Atlantic with maximum sustained winds of up to 130 miles an hour. It is not expected to make landfall, but forecasters say it is likely to stir up rough surf along the U.S. southeast coast. The Biden administration's named 10 top drugs targeted for price negotiations for Medicare recipients. Tricia Newman at the Kaiser Family Foundation.
Medicare spending for the prescription drug benefit has been escalating, and there was some concern about the cost to the federal government and the cost to taxpayers.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Southern California experiencing another day of extreme heat, while several communities in Northern California could have power shut off tomorrow depending on the weather, the wind, and the fuel moisture content. Sam Filson with CAL FIRE says people should stay alert and informed.
I encourage people to be fire safe and to be aware of their surroundings and aware of incidents going on. There's many different avenues to gain information about ongoing incidents, including the Pulse Point app.
Colusa, Glen, Shasta, Tehama, Lake, and Yolo counties all could face a potential public safety power shutoff Wednesday. A hero's welcome for the Little League World Series champions from El Segundo as they returned home Monday. Coach Danny Boldy thrilled to see the packed city streets.
The support is unreal. This is so much fun. So much fun right now. I can't imagine. I don't think anybody worked today.
Segundo won the championship in dramatic fashion Sunday, beating the team from Curacao 6-5 in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Gas prices averaging $5.29 a gallon statewide. Chef Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
School on! Stay on!
Back to school is on, and Staples has great prices on everything you need for your best year yet. Save on headphones and laptops. Save on notebooks, pens, and all the essentials. Priced low and still in stock. And right now at Staples, 24-pack Crayola crayons and comp books are only 50 cents each. Plus, select notebooks are just 35 cents each. School on, save on at Staples, where school savings are always in session. Ends 9/16. In-store only, limit 30.
And it's page one of the local news, page one of service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, we'll say, here we go again. The Imperial Irrigation District issued a conserve alert. The conserve alert is in effect through today, that's August 29th, as the National Weather Service is forecasting temperature to reach nearly 120 today. IID says that by conserving energy, we take stress off of the energy grid, maintain reliable energy delivery service, and help avert rotating power outages. Specifically, we are asking to conserve energy during the hours of 4 and 9 p.m. when demand is the highest. Set your AC to 78 degrees or higher. Give major appliances a break. Turn off unnecessary lights. And check out the IID website for more ways to save energy. Question for you. What is WIC? Or WIC. Well, you can learn the application process on WIC benefits at a workshop on Wednesday, August 30th. You can learn to understand and recognize eligibility and the services provided by the program. The program will be held at 10 a.m. at the Womanhaven Thrift Store on Main Street in El Centro. The workshop is presented by Womanhaven Center for Family Solutions and Inner Care. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
In more local news, the Mariachi Sin Fronteras Festival will be held in Calexico September the 16th. San Diego State University Imperial Valley, the Calexico Rotary Club, and the Consulate of Mexico in Calexico will host the festival in celebration of Mexico's Independence Day. The event is free and open to the public. More than 20 local food, drinks, arts, and crafts vendors, including music and arts performances from Folklorica, Sunshine, Mariachi Amacer, Grupo Norteño, Corona, and Mariachi Aurora de Calexico. The Consulate of Mexico will voice the traditional grito to Independencia to conclude the celebration. Doors are open at 6 p.m. on the San Diego State University Imperial Valley campus. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Imperial Valley. 3 locations. Remember, Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Humble Farmer Brewing on Imperial Avenue, across from Johnny's Burritos in Imperial. They open at 4 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come on in, try out their locally brewed beer, a great selection of wines, and full food menu. Enjoy happy hour from 4 till 6. Fill up a growler to go. Delicious, refreshing, seasonal drafts on tap. Follow Humble Farmer Brewing on Facebook and Instagram for weekly events. They're kid-friendly, so you can bring the whole family. Humble Farmer Brewing, Imperial Avenue, across from Johnny's Burritos in Imperial. And it's Page 2 of the local news. We'll even throw in some weather at no extra charge. It's all brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Continuing with more local news this morning, Pioneers Museum announces a fall exhibition. The Imperial Valley Pioneers Museum will have a number of exhibitions this fall. On September the 5th, selections from the Hetzel collection will open. This is a selection of photographs from Leo Hetzel collection. Leo Hetzel was an early photographer in the valley, and his photographs document the land, life, and leisure in early 20th century Imperial Valley. A Dia de los Muertos community altar will be on display starting October the 7th of this year. This is a collection of altars from local families honoring community members who have passed. Painting the Southwest, Milton Brummett retrospective will open November the 3rd. This is an exhibition of works from the late landscape artist who captured the beauty of the valley in his agriculture and desert scenes. And Pioneers Museum is located, just in case you didn't know, on Ayton Road across from the Imperial Valley College. All exhibitions are free with general admission. You ever see any of Hetzel's stuff, Carroll?
I have one hanging in my office.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
One a picture of the front of KXO at that time, 1928. It was the sign in front of the building says KGEN, now KXO.
Yeah.
And J.D. Womack dated that photograph to 1928.
Are we saying that J.D. was old as dirt?
J.D. remembered and knew was able to tell me the years of the automobiles in the picture.
Yeah, I could believe that. Raleigh City Councilman Gilbert Robillard has been selected to attend the Local Government 2030 Second National Convening Action for the Future. Local Government 2030 arose from a 2019 challenge by the National Academy of Public Administration to tackle the grand challenges facing our nation. The initiative emphasizes that our collective leadership and unity across local government professionals are pivotal to devising and to implementing solutions. Robillard is one of 12 city council delegates selected for the conference scheduled for January 26th and 27th at Arizona State University's Phoenix campus. Livestream blood drive in the news again, and another one is scheduled. The next one is set for Friday, September the 1st. It will be held at the Pioneers Memorial Health District, or Healthcare District on Legion Road in Brawley. Donations will be accepted from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. Donors will receive a mini physical that includes blood pressure readings, pulse, cholesterol levels, iron levels, and temperature. The results will be posted on the donor's private online portal. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, excessive heat conditions will prevail for the Imperial and Yuma valleys through tomorrow, as forecast high temperatures will range between 110 and 120 degrees. Significantly cooler temperatures and more active monsoon conditions will arrive during the latter portions of the week. Drier weather will return by early next week. However, temperatures will remain near to below seasonable normal. 117 our high yesterday, 84 the overnight low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 117. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 86. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny and hot with a high near 113, but heat index values as high as 119. Southeast wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those winds become west-northwest in the afternoon. 90 degrees, 32% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Padres beat the Cardinals 4-1. Blake Snell, he struck out 9 in 7 shutout innings. Meanwhile, the Phillies beat the Angels 6-4. Yankees won. They beat the Tigers 4-1. Orioles shut out the White Sox 9-0. Blue Jays beat the Nationals 6-3. Astros beat up on the Red Sox 13-5. Rangers edged the Mets 4-3. Twins topped the Guardians 10-6. Brewers beat the Cubs 6-2. Pirates blanked the Royals 5-0. Braves overwhelmed the Rockies 14-4. Mariners shut out the Athletics 7-0. Giants over the Reds 4-1. And the Dodgers, with 4 home runs, beat the Diamondbacks 7-4. Atlanta Braves outfielder Ronald Acuna Jr. was confronted by 2 fans in right field during the game at Coors Field, an encounter that left the star player knocked to the ground. In the 7th inning against the Rockies, an individual ran onto the field to take a selfie with Acuna, putting his arm around the player before security personnel dashed over. While security worked to pry that individual off Acuna, another individual ran onto the field and rushed towards Acuna, appearing to make contact with him and knocking him to the ground.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, the last time we checked, Royce Freeman is on the roster for the Los Angeles Rams. They made their cuts yesterday, and Freeman from Imperial is still on the roster. Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals put Kyler Murray on the physically unable to perform list. Also released quarterback Colt McCoy yesterday. Yes, and it looks like the Cardinals going to be searching for a quarterback to begin the season. And Saturday Night Live star Heidi Gardner will be among several entertainers expected to take part in a virtual tailgate and concert experience before the NFL's kickoff game in Kansas City next month. The show, dubbed as the world's largest tailgate, looks to celebrate the start of the football season as Super Bowl defending champion Kansas City will host the Detroit Lions on September 7th. And yes, we will have that game on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. It's financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. California-based Farmers Insurance said yesterday it is laying off 11% of its workforce. That's roughly 2,400 employees in a bid to restructure itself for a long-term growth. The jobs being cut are from across all areas of the company. Given the existing conditions of the insurance industry and the impact they are having on our business, we need to take decisive actions today to better position farmers for future success, according to Raul Vargas, president and CEO of Farmers Group Incorporated. Last month, Farmers announced it would stop offering its policies in Florida, saying in a statement that the decision was necessary to manage its risk exposure in the hurricane-prone state. Farmers has also limited new homeowners insurance policies in California because of high cost and wildfire risks. State Farm and Allstate also made similar changes in California. Well, home prices rose again in June, marking the 5th successive month of gains, and they remain near all-time highs notched a year ago. Prices rose 0.7% from the month before, according to seasonally adjusted data from the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller U.S. National Home Price Index released today. The recovery in home prices is broadly based, said Craig Lazara, managing director at S&P DJI. While home prices have remained strong in 2023, stubbornly high mortgage rates complicate the situation for potential home buyers. That will likely keep prices in check during the rest of the year. So what's happening on the big board? We're seeing green. Not a lot of it, but still green. The Dow right now up 62 points at 34,622. The S&P 500 up 30 at 44,62. The NASDAQ up 164 points at 13,868. Gold up $12.90 an ounce. Oil off 4 cents a barrel. And tropical storm Idalia, that's going to create problems in Florida, already creating problems in flight schedules.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 117. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 86. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest after midnight. Wednesday, sunny and hot with a high near 113, but heat index values as high as 119. Southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those winds will turn out of the west-northwest in the afternoon. And we're holding at 90 degrees, 36% our relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest right now, 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. CBS News is just ahead.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Time's running out as Hurricane Idalia closes in.
We encourage every Floridian along the Gulf Coast to begin enacting their emergency preparedness plans now. Now is not necessarily the time to write a plan. Now is time to action a plan.
Kevin Guthrie is the state emergency director. Idalia is expected to be a Category 3 storm when it hits in about 24 hours. CBS's Christian Benavides.
In Tampa, the shelves at this Target are already bare, while residents also fill up their tanks and sandbags.
If you prepare for it, then you're ready.
Sanibel Island and Port Charlotte residents are anxious, with many still rebuilding from last year's Hurricane Ian.
My concern right now is, will my home withstand the storm?
A lot of water in New York City's Times Square after a water main break overnight, causing flooding and cutting subway service. WCBS TV's John Diaz.
Significant amount of water out here, just gushing from the street right there. And pardon, it is getting a little bit louder out here as they work diligently to try and figure out, what exactly happened out here.
The Biden administration today releasing a list of 10 prescription drugs that will be targeted for price negotiations in a bid to cut Medicare costs. The diabetes drug Jardiance and blood thinner Eliquis are on it. CBS's Cammie McCormick tells us 3M has settled a lawsuit brought by military vets.
The settlement is worth $6 billion. It resolved a lawsuit brought by hundreds of thousands of veterans who said the company's earplugs failed to protect them from hearing loss during their service. It could be the largest such settlement in U.S. history. The U.S. military purchased the earplugs, but veterans in this case said they were faulty and caused them to develop hearing loss or ringing and buzzing in the ears.
In Maui, fire Fire officials now say 99% of the wildfire disaster area has been searched. CBS's Ben Tracy has more on the economic fallout.
As unemployment claims on the island skyrocket, Hawaii's governor says without tourists filling the hotels and restaurants, Maui's economy could collapse. Corey Davis first canceled his family's visit to Maui, but then reconsidered.
We've stuck to this side of the island and have not gone to the west side. And all the local shopkeepers and the restaurant owners have all said thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for supporting us.
What are the latest home buyer hotspots? CBS's Deborah Rodriguez looks through the most desirable zip codes according to Realtor.com.
Number 1 is Gahanna, Ohio, then Southington, Connecticut, Ridgewood, New Jersey, Andover, Massachusetts, Nazareth, PA, Highland, Indiana, and Trenton, Michigan.
Wall Street right now, Dow's up 80. This is CBS News.
When you think of hiring, think of Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Your health is important, so keep yourself and your family covered with Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal renewals will be happening soon. So if you have Medi-Cal, make sure you don't miss any important renewal information. If you've moved in the last 3 years, check and update your mailing address, email address, and phone number. Learn more at keepmedicalcoverage.org. That's keepmedicalcoverage.org. Paid for by the California Department of Healthcare Services.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
There's new research today on straws.
Paper straws are supposed to be better for the environment, but let's face it, they disintegrate in your mouth while you're sipping your drink and are not the best. And now it turns out they're not really the best for you either. A new study in the journal Food Additives and Contaminants found evidence of forever chemicals in all sorts of different straws, but it was the paper variety that were most likely to contain them, testing positive 90% of the time. The researchers concluded that these eco-friendly plant-based straws aren't necessarily a more sustainable alternative to plastic ones because they can be considered as an additional source of PFAS exposure in humans and the environment. Stacey Len, CBS News.
Scientists who monitor seabirds say Atlantic puffins had their second consecutive rebound year after suffering a bad 2021. The news flies in the face of environmental trends as scientists have said warming waters off New England could jeopardize them. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.